hope this isn't a bad time.
No, not at all. Can I get you something to drink?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Soda. Okay. No, I just wanted to stop by and touch base with you after I went to see Jake.
Actually, I was going to call you.
Why?
To thank you.
So then you know that he's on his way to see his father.
He called me before he left for the airport.
Yeah. Well, he's a very brave man.
Guess he has to be.
I'm afraid so.
So, tell me, what happens if his father continues to deny that he abused Jake?
Well, at that point, he'll be confronted with a couple of decisions to make. He can either give up on his father or find another way to get him to open up.
That's assuming that Jake would deal with it logically.
Well, that's true.
Do you think he would?
There's no question in my mind that the longer his father refuses to take responsibility for what he did, the more debilitating this is going to be on Jake. See, we tend to believe everything our parents say so that when they swear up and down that they didn't do something that we know that they did, it has a very shattering effect on our sense of reality.
He's got to be honest with Jake. He's got to.
Well, I'm sure the man is frightened that if his wife finds out, that'll be the end of their marriage.
But Jake doesn't want his mother to find out either. If only his father could understand that.
Oh, Felicia, there's no way that this thing could be resolved without the entire family finding out.
Oh, God. I wish I could have gone there with him.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Did you tell him that?
Well, I don't think it would have mattered. I know that Jake knows exactly what he wants. I suspect that he's hoping one day to have a perfectly normal life, and if he loves you, he'd like for you to be a part of that life. Except untainted by these awful things that have happened to him. See, in a sense, I think that he's preserving you for a future relationship.
But there's no guarantee that that's how he really feels.
No, there's no guarantee. But it has to be obvious to the man that you care a great deal for him. And from my experience, men just don't walk away from women who show that kind of love and concern.
Unless, of course, there's another woman.
Yeah. Well.
Did you see Donna there?
Yes, I did. You're right. She does seem to be quite attached to him. But I don't think the feelings are reciprocated.
You're very perceptive when it comes to men.
Oh, well. Only from a professional perspective. In my own relationships with men, I'm quite as muddled as everyone else.
Somehow I doubt that.
Helen, this is ridiculous.
What is ridiculous about my going to visit my son?
Why? Why are you doing this, Helen?
I'm doing this to get information you won't give me. About Jake, about why he left so suddenly. Now, do you have any more to say about this? All right, Ben. I'll call you from Los Angeles. Oh, my God, Jake. What are you doing here?
Hello, Mother.
Hello, Doc.
Ridge, hi.
Hi.
I'm just passing through.
Well, why don't you join us?
No, I'm sure the doctor has more important things to do.
No, we just finished, really.
No, you're not intruding at all.
Why don't I get a bottle of wine?
don't believe this. I was on my way to Los Angeles.
Los Angeles?
Yeah, I was going to see you.
Me?
Jake,
Why?
I need to know what happened between you and your father when you were here.
Wait a minute, Dad hasn't said anything about that?
Well, he talked about things like that you have to work out between the two of you, like it was a personality conflict. And there's got to be more to it than that. You wouldn't come back after all of these years and leave so suddenly if it was a personality difference.
I'll tell you this much, Mom, it doesn't involve you.
Yes, it does. Jake, it involves all of us. Even your sister feels caught in the middle.
Look, Mom, you're really just gonna have to let me handle this, okay? Now, is Dad home?
Yes. You really came back to see him again, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah, look, you're gonna have to understand, I need some time alone with Dad.
Jake, why don't you just tell me what it is? Maybe I can help.
No, please, don't pressure me. Now, if you want to help me, just stay away from this house for a little while. Please, Mom.
All right, if you'll tell me just one thing, just one.
What?
When you left all those years ago, at the age of 14, you ran away. It had something to do with the problem between you and your father, didn't it?
Mom, all that matters, okay? All that you really need to know is that I never left here because of you. It's got nothing to do with you, nothing at all.
All right. I guess you've answered my question.
Felicia, you don't have to open any wine.
Oh, no problem.
Maybe it's a problem for me.
Why?
What is it, Rich? Trying to cut down?
No, I just have some plans for tonight.
Ah, saving his drinking for later.
Oh, don't be silly. He hasn't had a date since the last time you two went out.
We went out? Gee, I can't remember.
You see, it was that long ago.
I can remember.
I'm surprised.
Is it my imagination, or is there something going on here?
Has to be your imagination. Look, I've got to run. Don't wait up for me, kiddo. See you around, Doc.
What in the world was all that about?
I have no idea.
You don't, huh?
I've got to go. I'll show myself out.
Hey, thanks for coming over. I really appreciate everything.
You're welcome. Call me when you hear from Jake.
Okay. Hello? This is Felicia. Oh. Hi, Mr. Spencer.
Jake.
Yeah, it's me.
Your mother, she just,
Yeah, I know. I saw her outside.
she was gonna see you.
Yeah. Bet that shook you up.
You talked to her out there?
Yeah.
What'd you say, Jake?
Well, it was a private conversation.
What was said?
Maybe that's none of your business.
I hope to God you didn't discuss our problems, Jake.
No. I wouldn't do that to her.
Good, because she does not deserve it. This is up to us, you and me.
Does that mean you're willing to admit it?
I'm not willing to admit anything, Jake.
Look, Dad, let me tell you something. What matters here is my life and what you have done to it. That is why I came back. And that is what we're going to talk about. right now. Lose your way? Need directions on how to get out of here?
Can I come in, please?
Sure.
Oh, well, I promise I won't take up too much of your time. I know how busy your schedule is.
Oh, I'm sure your schedule is at least as busy as mine.
Why are you treating me this way?
What way is that?
Oh, please, don't pretend. You're treating me like a stranger.
Well, I haven't seen you in weeks. You practically are a stranger.
Well, I have been very busy at work.
Oh, now who's pretending? You haven't returned my calls. You've definitely been keeping your distance, and we both know that has nothing to do with work.
All right. I admit it. I've been staying away. But, you know, with the excitement of Brooke coming back, I didn't think it would bother you that much.
Well, now we're getting somewhere. It's Logan.
You know, as a matter of fact, that's right. We were here. We were in this room. We were having a glass of wine together, 2 glasses of wine, and your mother came in. She brought a letter from Brooke. All of a sudden, I didn't matter.
Come on, it wasn't that bad.
No, it wasn't that bad, but you were just someone who wanted to be with someone else, so I did what any normal human being would do, and I left so you could read.
You know, Doc, you are so thoughtful. And I probably should have thanked you for that. If you would return my calls, I probably would have done that. But then you were doing that for me, too, weren't you? What do you say you and I have a glass of wine?
Where did your mother go?
Don't worry, she won't interrupt us.
Are you sure?
You know, for someone who's into denial, you sure do worry about people finding out.
Yes, Jake, I worry. I worry a lot. Because what you accuse me of, I didn't do. And I'm not going to have a family destroyed by a lie. I won't have it, and neither will you.
So I get a letter from Logan and suddenly your nose is out of joint?
You were rude.
I think it was quite rude the way you left the other day.
Oh, please, I was in the way, Ridge.
Oh, coming between a man and his letter. Boy.
That letter was very important to you, and don't even try denying it. Because even if I didn't believe it at the time, I would have believed it by the time I got to the hospital and saw you sitting there on the bed with Brooke. You know, for about that long, I thought that perhaps there might have been a mistake as to who the father of that child really was.
You know, speaking of the hospital, I have to say how impressed I was with the way you and Storm Logan came visiting. I mean, that was so family-ish.
Storm is her brother.
And what are you, the potential sister-in-law? You barely know her.
It bothers you that I was there with Storm.
Bothers me? Does it look like it bothers me?
Yeah, it does. A lot.
You know, I'm just curious. What do you see in the guy?
I have known him for a long time.
Oh, I hope it was from a time when he was different, because I sure can't see you going for him now.
Storm is a very nice person.
How nice.
Like I said, we go back a long ways.
You mean there's a history to this romance? Well, how very, very potent.
Yeah, it's strange, isn't it? You have a history with Brooke, too, and as a matter of fact, weren't you going to get married?
Yes, almost.
Well, it's really fascinating now. I mean, this is quite a situation you've got here with your father living with her now, and they just had a baby.
More wine?
It bothers you talking about her, doesn't it?
It bothers you talking about Storm, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't. In fact, I don't mind telling you that I have a lot of feelings for him.
And I for Brooke.
Then I guess that says it all.
Not everything.
What else is there?
More wine? So, would you like some as...
You won't have the family destroyed by a lie. I'm in this family, Dad. And I'm being destroyed by a lie. Your lie. Now, what are you going to do about that?
What can I do to convince you?
Of what? That you didn't abuse me sexually?
Yes, that.
There is nothing you can do to convince me, Dad, because I was there. I lived it. That 5-year-old boy was me. Your own son, Dad.
How can you think I could ever do this to you?
Will you stop it? I am not going to tolerate this. I almost killed you the last time I was here, and so help me, I will do it again if you push me.
Then kill me! Go ahead. Strangle a life from me. Go on, Jake. Do what you want. But as God is my witness, I never did touch you once, like you say I did. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to any of my children. I loved you, Jake. You were my only son, my only boy. And it's like putting a knife in my heart when I hear what you talk about. Please, believe me, I did not do what you said I did. Do you understand that, boy? I did not do it.